Pinpoint Weather 12 forecast.
We'll feel very confident in the forecast in terms of heavy rain, street flooding, strong gusty wind with this approaching storm. The real tricky part is that transition around this time tomorrow to some wet snow. How soon or late that happens will dictate the amount of snow that falls and the location. So bottom line, check back with us tonight. And even tomorrow morning, when you wake up tomorrow morning, there's no snow. It's still raining. It doesn't switch over until later tomorrow afternoon. With that said, we're tracking mild temps and rain moving in right now. So obviously heading out tonight, grab an umbrella. Ice and snow, not an issue. It is still very mild, so we'll stay all rain. It'll become heavier and more widespread as we get deeper into the night and through tomorrow morning. Temperatures now, I mean, look at this, after close to 60 this afternoon. It's in the low 50s right now. So how is it that we're forecasting snow and it's this mild? Well, the air will cool down later tomorrow afternoon, just marginally enough to transport or to transition that rain over to some wet snow, especially in our higher elevations north and west of Providence. So threat tracker, we'll keep it low for tonight, but be mindful the roads are going to be wet, especially late tonight, some of the heavier rain. But pinpoint weather alert for Saturday for a number of reasons. A soaking rain, street flooding likely, gusty winds 40 to 50 miles per hour could cause some isolated outages, and then that transition over to wet snow late day and into the early evening. So impacts, wind and rain, we feel confident with. This is a tough call, but do anticipate a transition to some wet snow by later in the afternoon. 1 to 2.5 inches of rain. If you have a storm drain in front of your house that's clogged up with leaves, get rid of it so the water doesn't pile up and stand up and you get some street flooding in your neighborhood. Now, as far as the potential for power outages due to snow, we're going to watch the situation closely in the northwest corner of the state. This is going to be a very sticky, wet, and heavy snow. So we're forecasting 2 to 4 inches in northern Rhode Island, but if we end up on the high end of this, let's say 4 or even 5 inches, that's a lot of weight to the snow. That may increase the power outage risk. I think we can handle 2 to 3 in the northern corner of the state, but if we end up at more like 4 to 5, it's going to weigh down some of the tree limbs and power lines. Again, that would be in the northwest corner of the state. In the meantime, look at the soaking rain and the totals we're forecasting. 2.5, maybe just shy of 3 inches of rain. So the rain working in right now, it's not too heavy, but it becomes heavier overnight. Here's our developing storm, area of low pressure that will track north and east. Let's walk you through it hour by hour, and you can see by tomorrow morning it is a widespread soaking rain. This green and yellow represents heavy rain. The blue on the back side is the wet snow by mid to late afternoon. That tends to pivot through later in the day, the transition over to wet snow as the storm pulls away later tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. Let me draw in even closer. And we'll step you through this. It's mainly rain tonight. Now, a lot of colors on the map. So tomorrow morning, yellows and reds and greens indicate very heavy rain. Early afternoon, still a soaking rain, some street flooding, and then watch that area of blue pivot through 3, 4, 5 in the afternoon, especially northwest suburbs. 6 o'clock in the evening, still snowing, and then breaking apart and easing up by tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. So how much snow? Providence, north and west, 2 to 4 inches of snow, north and west of, say, 295. The far, far northwest corner of the state, Burrillville, northeast Connecticut, Thompson, perhaps 4 to 6 here. Providence, south and east, a coating to 2 inches. That includes Providence Metro, Warwick, Cranston, Kent, Hope Valley, Fall River, Taunton, the Attleboro. Well, the Attleboro's maybe a little bit higher, but in this general white area, anywhere from a coating to 2 inches, and then not much, if at all, along the coastline. Soaking rain, street flooding likely tomorrow with standing water. Temperatures in the middle 40s, and then tomorrow afternoon, rain early, but a transition in our northern suburbs to wet snow as temperatures cool down. Any good news? Well, yeah, Sunday's better. It's a windy and chilly day, but at least it's dry with sunshine and a high temperature near 40. So Kim and Shannon, you know the drill in terms of snow in the forecast. Check back with us tonight and again tomorrow morning to see if those numbers have to be tweaked up or down.
All right, we'll certainly stay tuned. Tony, thanks. Coming up next in sports.